last installment of episode 4, Veterans Day. Keeping in mind that all these conversations in the past 3 videos and this one happened on one day, and there might be at least another 8 to 10 conversations that I didn't include in here for various reasons. So it was a hell of a day, and it looks fortunate enough that this coming weekend is going to be nice weather, so I'll be out there for 3 days, so hopefully I'll get some more videos. But man, I'll tell you, just if all 3 of them turn out to be as busy as this one, I'll never get to the editing. But first up, we have these 2 just, you know, 2 good lookers, and of course me being a little naive after looking at this video, I kind of figured out what they do. I'm going to let you guys tell me what you think they do. I happen to believe that what they do has, as a profession, something to do with making people, men, very happy. Might be women too, who the hell knows. But at any rate, that's where that's at. And so let's get into it. You know how it works. If you like it, you like it. If you care, you share. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe again. I'll never get to 10,000. I know they got a governor on me. I know that they're fucking with me. Unless, of course, you know, some miracle happens. You know, someone boosts me up there. Something happens. Someone gets a hold of this. Oh, look at this guy. And I get you on. Joe Rogan has me on or something. Then I'll be able to get past 10,000. Until then, I think I'm stuck in limbo here. And I'm going to make a serious effort here to go ahead and go over to the other site, Brighton, or whatever, where it used to be RealVid, and get off of this, because I can only see them to continue to keep on shadow banning us here, and things are going to get a lot worse. They're pushing full bore. I mean, they don't even give a crap about their criminality anymore. No, and why should they? I mean, no one's holding them accountable, and I'm getting really, really, really frustrated with the lack of, you know, prosecutions. We should be prosecuting these people. We should be going on the offensive, and unfortunately, it's not happening. And I hope by next week, you know, maybe I could be changing my tune, singing a better song. As it is right now, I would say, folks, it's time to, I would start sharpening the knives and you know, make sure you know where all your survival tools are, because I think we're going to need them. I think once these people get into the house, that they're going to just unleash hell and bring everything to a standstill, and be in the economy. Again, I hope I'm wrong. They haven't been able to stop much yet, but of course they have control of the House, and they're still stealing elections out there. I mean, no one's stopping them doing that. It's just carte blanche. Anyway, let's get to it. So here we go, on the street.
What do you think?
Now, let me get the 2 of you together. Come on, I'm going to get the 2 of you just with Donald, okay? You stand right there, young lady, and I'm going to get the 2 of you just with Donald. Okay. All right, beautiful, mega. Where are you guys from?
Lots of places. Yeah, everywhere. Biloxi for now. Yeah,
Biloxi for now. And what do? You must be, I don't know, traveling nurses.
Yes.
Did I hit it? Did I get it?
Close enough.
What do you do? What do you do?
Travel for work. Travel for work.
What do you do?
We work on computers and things.
Computers and things?
Yes.
Now you got me curious. Oh, really?
We're in the computer world.
Oh, in the computer world? That's...
The cyber world.
Well, the computer world is everything right now.
We actually did the election. Yes. We were involved in the election.
Well, indeed, there's a lot of talk about that.
I won't say any further.
You know, how they, you know, quelling free speech on the internet. You're not part of that, are you?
Never.
So what do you think those 2 young ladies do for a living? Any guesses? think it has to do something. Let me know what you think. But all right, this next one, the group of ladies come up while I'm not around, and then I come up and we get into a little conversation there. Obviously, they were taking issue with my work. And then Frank comes along. Frank, I tell you what, you know, it's guys like Frank that make me feel, well, thank you. I guess I am doing something out there. I guess I don't even know how many people I'm affecting what I'm doing out there. Just nice, and it's heartening to get these kind of compliments that Frank laid on me. So I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you guys when you when you support me. It's not that I'm looking for the adulation or anything. It's just that this is a tough fight we're in. And, yeah. You know, those of us on the front lines can use some encouraging. And speaking of encouraging, please, you know, I have to keep on reminding you, go support me, will you? Go buy, somebody go buy something, will you? Put something in the kitty. Because God knows I use it. So this next clip up is interesting. So let's get to it. And the one after that, the finale is going to be real nice. So here we go.
Oh, come on this side, guys. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a bunch of Hillary
Look,
stuff.
no, look.
Oh, God. Trump's going to go to jail before Hillary
does. You're touting yourself as Uncle Sam and putting stuff like this up? That's not very patriotic.
Oh, you think so?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I mean,
I don't think you are touting yourself as Uncle Sam should be putting some of this stuff up.
what's some of what stuff?
Like the President of the United States flipping the bird?
Well, what's wrong with that?
Then that's the end of our conversation.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what are you going to do about it, lady? What are you going to do about it?
Not going to do anything.
I mean, you know, I got the free speech right to do that, don't I?
So does she.
Okay.
God bless you, brother.
Yeah, I think he has.
Yeah, you're right. He's giving you a boldness that's needed.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I think this is great.
Sure, just this isn't pure desperation. I mean, you know, a lot of times I don't know. I think it's just pure desperation.
Gosh. Good for you, buddy. If you don't mind, I'm going to kind of hang and listen to you.
Oh, no, please do. Where are you from?
From here, born and raised.
Okay, yeah, I thought you looked from there. Born and raised?
Born and raised.
Brother, have a seat if you want, man.
No, I'm good,
Yeah. What's your name?
Frank.
Mike, Frank?
Mike, nice to meet
It's
you.
a pleasure.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
He's-
I've become more bold in my politics over
sure.
the years because we're in a really sick time.
Yeah. It's a time to. This is a time to take sides.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
And it's a good side.
Yeah.
Taking the right side.
Yeah.
You know, I tell people I didn't vote for him. I voted for him because he leads the party whose principles.
Thank you.
Yeah, I vote for principles. I don't vote for party.
Exactly.
I vote for the principles of the party. His principles line up mostly with my principles and his principles.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. You're familiar with #walkaway? Have you heard about this?
No.
This is great. You got to check it out. There's some, liberal New York gay guy during the campaign. He's listening, and he made a few statements on Twitter and stuff. He said, Trump makes sense there. I kind of like, all of a sudden, it was like, you white racist, you Nazi. And he goes, well, no, we understand. I'm just listening. I'm just saying I thought this made sense. Kept on piling on. So he says, the hell with this. So we made this video, #walkaway, why I'm walking away from the Democratic Party.
I'm gonna look at it.
You can watch hours of them now. I've had them out here. People, come up to me and say, I was a lifelong Democrat,
Right.
and I'm watching things like Antifa, them attacking Tucker Carlson, stopping free speech in Berkeley, cheating, lying. I mean, the whole gamut. And saying that I don't recognize. I don't want to be part of that.
That's right. That's right. But yet, our elections are still so close.
Well, because they're still rigged.
Look at Arizona. How sad is that? Here's a woman who was the first female pilot. I mean, she's an honorable veteran of this country going against this
Traitor. A traitor.
She's a traitor.
A traitor.
She's a
On
traitor.
top of it, but here's the. This is what you see. This is what we get on the rage thing again. All right. This is correlation. This is why I'm saying.
Go ahead.
We knew the system was corrupt going into this election. That's why he got in. We knew go back to 2000 and that debacle, and the big thing was election reform. Well, what's happened? It's only gotten worse. Sientra, I think the name is Sientra, the name of a company that supplies the majority of the machines we vote on they're made in a foreign country. And the majority owner in that company is none other than George Soros.
Oh my gosh.
So 70% of the machines we vote on are owned by a company that is owned by George Soros.
And how come they're so different? And how come this woman in Florida can write her own ballot? How does that happen? How does that happen?
Again, this is the frustration. All right, Trump, right after the election, should have, and he did talk about it, but he didn't make it a big issue. About, we need election reform. Let's have a bipartisan thing, get together. If he would have kept on pushing that, the whole Russian thing would have fallen away, because he's going, I want to make, let's work together and make this fair, right? Nobody wanted that, and none of the crooks wanted free. So it was brought up to light, but it wasn't kept on pushing to the point where now, this election, of course, we would have won hands down if not for the fraud.
Oh, big time.
Because we even still have the big tech giants that should have been reined in. How many? They've been before Congress, I don't know, a dozen times. And each time they get up there, they go, bias? Us?
And Miss Pelosi's going to work with the president. I love that. We're going to work. We're going to work with this president.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know. You got some nice land for me down there in the bayou that I understand. Yeah, I got it.
So, Mike, listen. Is there a way I can donate to your cause?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Many different ways. Of course, you can do it immediately here.
I'm going to do it immediately.
On the back of this get out of jail free card.
I love it.
I have a website.
Okay.
And I have a Patreon. You become a patron and give so much a month if you want. You can buy my artwork and wear it around and piss people off. So I have a shop and a GoFundMe. Yeah, sure. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Because listen, I come walk through the quarter often. I enjoy it. And I see you all the time. And I said, you know what? Like I said, I've become more emboldened.
Yes.
I've made more enemies.
And friends.
Even with inside my church, which is really sad.
Yeah.
But I said, I need to come talk to you and I need to come encourage you.
Thank you.
Tell you that what you're doing is a good thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
It means a lot to me. Seriously, it does. Because this ain't easy.
No, listen.
I've been doing it for a few years.
I know you have, and I've just encountered how sometimes somebody can read something and just like that they can turn on it. But they won't face the truth. Now, I'm a spiritual guy, okay? So
yes.
I'm a minister of the gospel. And I also see this as spiritual warfare. Oh my gosh. Yes. This is a case. This is not the first case, but this is a case. You know the story about Jesus and Barabbas, right?
Refresh my memory.
Okay,
I always love hearing these stories.
So Jesus goes before Pilate. Pilate says he's innocent. I find nothing wrong with this man. He even washes his hand of convicting him. He says, I'll tell you what. Today's one of those days where I get to let go a prisoner. So I'm going to give you a choice. I can give you Jesus, who's a totally innocent man and find no guilt. I can give you Barabbas, who was a murderer, who was a riot starter. He was a thief. And the crowd yelled, give us Barabbas. And so, when I look at elections like this, and I saw this particular, in this midterm, I saw where this man says, great economy, lowest unemployment, and this crowd's yelling, "Give me Barabbas! Give me corruption! I want Pelosi in there." And every time he had a fact, and he's got lots of facts, first times ever, and these people are yelling, "But give me Barabbas!" They hate this man so much. They can't see the good that this man is doing. Putting conservatives in the Supreme Court. Now listen, it's all about Constitution. These men are put in there to read the Constitution, interpret the Constitution, and make sure that we have a Constitution for our children and grandchildren. And these people want to corrupt it. They want to spin it. They want to, matter of fact, several want to eliminate it.
You've heard the chant the Antifa goes around saying no borders, no walls, no USA at all?
Yes. But let's put them in office. Isn't that amazing? Mike, again, I'm going to go.
My pleasure.
But it's been a pleasure for me, and God bless you. And I will be praying for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, without
That's the most important thing.
All right. Pray for me. Please pray for me. All right, this final clip is it's a group. I love it. I like it when I get a crowd of people around and they start conversing, because this is what this is supposed to be all about. Supposed to be talking. You're going to recognize the Spanish guy from the previous clip in the last video. He just came up and I think he started screwing with people's minds. When the crowd came up when he was talking to me, it was like pretty even. But when the crowd came up, I think he just wanted to start messing with people's minds, and so that, I think it all worked out pretty well. I don't agree with a lot of the things that the guy in the loud shirt was saying, voting for Gary Johnson and all. But everybody's allowed their own opinion. So that's it, folks. God bless you all. Remember, if you like it, you like it. If you care, you share. If you haven't subscribed already. And if you really love me, go put something in the kitty.
Me and you have been around for a while, right? We've been around for a while. Who the hell ever thought we'd see what we're seeing now? I mean, the things we're seeing now.
Absolutely. If Trump should drop dead tomorrow and Hillary took his place, it was still worth having him. We got ourselves 2 Supreme Court justices now. And you can't beat that.
And old Ruth Ginsburg ain't feeling too good lately either.
I can't stand her ass. I can't stand her.
Can you imagine the fits that the liberals are going to have if she don't make it out of that hospital?
Oh, Jesus Christ. That'd be the best.
They're insane now. The left is insane. They are insane.
They're nuts. They're absolutely nuts.
Lost their minds.
I'm reading right now a woman, a historian, who wrote this book. A brand new book came out on Grant, and I was going to get it. It's like 600 or 700 pages.
Wow.
And the print was not this big. Oh, fuck. So anyway, I found another one, and I've been reading it. I live in Seattle, and we've been on our cruise, and canal cruise, and all that shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, we just got off the boat this morning. But this woman writes in such a way that it just sucks you in. You just hear it. And it's so concise. You doesn't get into a lot of stuff.
The stories of our founding fathers amaze me.
Right now, we finished the war, and we just now he just got elected president in the book. But I couldn't believe how bad Johnson was. That son of a gun he makes Trump look like, howdy, man. He really does. But the shit that was going on then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, it's always been hell. We had President, Hamilton got killed at 47 years old in a duel with Burr.
Right.
I mean, they used to go out and say, "Yeah, let's take it outside."
And Adams and Jesus Christ, Monticello, Jefferson, they hated each other. They fought like cats and dogs. Philosophies and how the country.
That's fine though. That's how you.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, that's what we did.
That's fine.
Now they're screaming names at one another.
With the newspapers and the Eastern establishment and
yeah. But today it's gotten really strange.
It really has.
I mean, we've got groups running around screaming, "No borders, no walls, no USA at all,"
Right.
and nothing's happening to them.
People are talking about the white nationalism.
Yes.
White nationalism.
What the hell? I mean, one, if they're talking about the white, the alt,
No, I'm not talking about
the Aryan groups.
I'm not talking about the conservatives. I'm talking about the liberals talking about white nationalism.
Yes.
It's a bad thing.
Yeah. Like, we're the problem?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, buddy, we freed the damn. Well, these people know nothing about history.
Right.
They don't read books.
They don't want to. They don't want to know.
They're on tweet. They got a 12-word, 133 character, to get in there. That's it. That's a limitation of their mind.
I've never seen a tweet. I have not. Anyway, this is great. God bless you.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, so thank you. Here's a get-out-of-jail-free card from Hillary Clinton.
Chance. Get out of jail free by identifying yourself as a
Yeah. And that's my site, and you can, if you want to support me, there's several ways to do it. You can buy my material.
I'll do that when I get home.
Yeah, thank
All
you, sir.
Take care.
Yeah, Christmas is coming up. Go trigger a liberal.
Oh, yeah, okay. Can I get a picture?
Sure you can.
My son, God bless him. He's with me.
Good. Raised him well.
Okay. Where's Hillary? Let me get her over your shoulder there. Okay, there we go.
Let me.
There we go. Hey, babe.
You're back.
I am.
Where are you from?
Born or where was I raised?
I don't care. Tell me what you want.
You asked me and I will answer you.
Yeah,
What do you
okay.
want to know?
I don't know. Where are you from? Where are you at now? Where are you living at now?
I was born in Bolivia.
Bolivia? Wow. I've never been there, but here, it's here. It's beautiful.
I came in when I was 11 years old, and I came in on a visa. And I went through the right way to get my paperwork.
Wonderful.
And now I'm a citizen.
You still got family in Bolivia?
I do.
You go down there? Have you been back? No.
This is my country.
Oh, good.
I will fight for this country. I went to the U.S. Navy for this country. Once I moved here, I stayed here. So I didn't really go back.
Yeah.
But let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Do you believe that the rhetoric that the republics are putting out to the rights, do you think that's damaging the country to the point that it will bring down a civil war? Because the leftists on the other side are opposing your view, of course. So there will be a civil war.
Oh, I think that's being pushed towards that. Yeah. I think we're being pushed into that situation. I absolutely see that. Yeah.
Do you think by doing something like this that helps?
I don't know. I mean, I'm out here talking.
You have the freedom of
I'm out here talking.
speech.
I'm out here trying to stop that. I would like to stop that just by this practice.
Yeah.
I'm here willing to talk to anybody in a civil manner about any subject.
Sure.
And because that's not happening now. Mm-hmm. I mean, there are groups Tucker Carlson was attacked by Antifa.
Yes. And which is horrible.
Thank you. And then I hear, when people come from New York or they say, "Oh, you couldn't do this up there." I go, I don't want to live in a country like that. I want to be able to come out, be able to say what I want to say, and be able to talk with other people without being afraid to do that.
But unfortunately, it's going to happen because if you look at history, if there is such a disparity, such separation between the ultra millionaires and billionaires, and then there's the poor, and there's such a separation, and then people are dying. people are going to come after with their pitchforks and fire. Come after.
Well, where are the richest people right now? Are the big tech guys on the left? I mean, you've got extraordinarily. I mean, these guys are the richest people everywhere. If you'd like to leave something, you can leave something.
Well, I don't have cash, but I don't want to take it from you.
Well, here, I'll tell you what you do. Take one of my get out of jail free cards from Hillary Clinton.
Okay.
Go to my site on the back, and if you'd like to contribute something, you can do it that way. Buy some, you know, or will you? All right. Yeah, sure. God bless you. Where was I?
No, to like lock her up.
Yeah.
She was a horrible candidate.
Yeah.
By all means, she was a horrible. She's a liar. She's been caught lying plenty of times. Without a doubt, she shouldn't have been a candidate. I agree 100%. But the reason that Trump is in power is one reason: Sarah Palin.
I think it's more than that.
Check it out.
I think it's more than that.
Obama shouldn't have been a president.
I don't think.
McCain should have been the president.
Okay.
But McCain should have been the president because there was only two people that were going to get into that seat. And that was McCain and that was Obama.
Well, I don't think it made any difference.
And Palin was the one that actually destroyed that candidacy for
yeah, I would beg to differ on that.
So you think Obama was going to sit there?
Oh, I think Obama was preordained to get in there and named by the deep state a long, long time ago.
You really think so?
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
Do you know that he has a history of that they could have brought up that he wouldn't have sat? But because they thought Palin would have been a horrible president.
No, I think it gets much deeper than that. I mean, the deep state exists. It is a real thing.
I agree.
I mean, Kennedy warned us about it when he named the deep state the shadow government, and 10 days after he gave that speech, they blew his head off.
I agree.
So, and then Eisenhower warned us about it in his farewell address when he said, beware the military-industrial complex, the technological elites, which, you know, is what's in today. So you do have the disparity in wealth now more than ever before. But it's primarily now resting in the tech industries. And
because that's where the money is at.
Yeah.
That's where money is being generated.
Yeah. But unfortunately, the tech industries are extremely single-minded in their ideology. And to the point where they can swing elections, public opinion, and that's too powerful. It takes everything away from us as individuals.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
So this is the thing that we're fighting, and that's something else when you brought up in history, because you're absolutely right there, too. History does repeat itself. This has happened before. We've seen it. But the thing that's different now than any other time in history is we do have this instant communication. We do have an ability to get on there and listen to different opinions like this right now. Now, they're trying to stop that. They're trying to quell that. But for this time, we have it. And this is an equation that has never happened before. So we really don't know how this is going to turn out.
Yeah.
You know, all we can do is take advantage of this freedom of communication at this time.
Are you on Facebook? Yeah. Are you on Instagram? Twitter?
Yeah, I just started Facebook. I am on Twitter, yes.
Okay. So because you started just now, you don't really have a clue of how much information has been passed down that influences the common cyborg.
Oh, yeah.
Because these people are cyborgs.
Oh, yeah, most of them.
Okay? Right. These people depend on that.
Yeah.
They depend on Facebook to give them information.
Oh, absolutely.
So they're walking cyborgs. And everybody that is walking around is walking cyborg.
Yeah.
Right? But they depend on that social media, Apple Watches, iPhones, and stuff like that. So guess who's actually feeding these people? Guess why Apple is $1 trillion company?
We're the product. We are the product.
Not me and you.
No.
Because we know the Dewey system. Yeah. We know about looking out.
Once you know the magician's trick, you can't get fooled. You know how he pulls a rabbit out of the hat.
Kids.
Oh, I know.
They're fooled.
That's why I'm out here trying to at least spark something. Maybe I can plant a seed. They start looking up, because you're very well schooled in what's going on. So, I'm sure you're not silent either. I mean, you talk to other people. You try to get your word, the truth out in your own way. That too. But because you listen, you gain, right? But you're passing it on to me right now. This communication is going to go out to YouTube. People are going to learn from this. And as you just brought up, we don't know where that goes. How many people? Who's it going to reach? Who's going to tune in?
But why I wonder where you sit is that Trump is not really a Republican.
No, and he already said that. Matter of fact, he said that in a speech. I love this.
When he was a candidate.
No, he said the other day. When he was campaigning. This is great. He was just ad-libbing off the cuff. He stopped in the speech. He went, you got to look at this because it's one of the best moments I've seen of him. And he just went. He stopped and he went. Yeah, that sounds good. I don't even know what to call myself. I'm not really a Republican.
He's not.
He says, I'm not really a Republican. He goes, you know what this is? And you're going to get it. And he was like, you're working people. You out there are going to get this. People of America that are listening right now, you're going to get this. Those guys over there pointing at the media, they ain't going to get it, but you're going to get it. All this is common sense. That's all it is. That's all I'm trying to project here. That makes me a Republican. I guess I'm a Republican. But that's all I'm doing. So it was just like perfect moment of him going, this is simple. This is what I'm doing. And that communication that he had, that kind of skill, being candid like that, is what got him in. Because if I had a nickel for every time I heard, he just said what I think, I'd be as rich as he is. He has that knack to reach in and hit our vibe. Now,
with that being said, though, let me get that bit. He was a millionaire by the age of 8 years old.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard for you not to bring some of that money up as he raises up. Yeah. Because the opportunities are there to keep making money. Makes money.
Yeah, but how many people have gotten money and lost it?
Money makes money, though.
Yes. Yeah.
This. Come here. I was going to tell them, she's my wife, she knows, but Uncle Sam is like American. This is our personification.
No, I'm badass Uncle Sam. There's a little bit of a difference. I don't want to take responsibility for the entire thing,
I like your, what does it say? You're pissed?
Yeah, Democrat, Republican, pissed, yeah. Someone ought to start the piss party, I think. I swear.
So are you pitching in for Trump?
Oh, yeah, I got to support him. I mean, he's doing a lot of good things. I think he's pointing out, he's saying a lot of things that other people were afraid to say.
Like grab him by the pussy.
Oh, now you get really petty.
He said that in 2005, not as president.
Yeah, but he did say it.
Yeah, so you're
in private.
So you're into style rather than substance.
I want to hear him.
Yeah,
absolutely. He said it joking around, tongue in cheek.
Okay, but that's okay for our ultimate leader to say stuff.
Absolutely.
Like that. So what?
It was a joke when he said it,
and it was 13 years ago.
Looking back at our leaders, But looking back at our leaders, what exactly, ethically, should a man be saying?
How about Clinton, who got a blowjob in the office? Is that okay for you? Because if you want a virtual signal, we go to Harvey Weinstein. We go to Podesta.
No,
we go to Anthony Weiner. We go. Who was the guy in New York that was the champion of women's rights?
Said that you wouldn't like him anyway. That's what I know. Yeah, that's not why you don't like him.
Why do you think I don't like him?
Same thing with Kavanaugh. The reason people don't like him is because he doesn't want people to kill babies.
Why do you think I don't like him?
That's up to you. I don't know. It's just that's not the reason.
The reason that I don't like him or I disagree with him because, hear me out. He did some stuff that is really great for America.
Who did?
Trump.
Really?
He did.
What did he do that was great?
He made the financial side of our lifestyles better.
How?
Unemployment.
How?
The unemployment numbers are better. right?
How did he do it? Well,
He worked himself out to get those unemployments. The black, the Hispanic, those numbers are up.
But you don't know how?
Creating jobs.
But do you know how?
Moving the Miguel.
No, I'm asking you.
That's what I was trying to say, is that he brought out more industries here in America.
How do you do that?
By contacting people and building taxes, working with the tax system, and giving
Why
tax
couldn't
breaks.
Obama have done that, do you think?
Because he had other things to fight.
What?
He can't. You can only fight one thing at a time, like he couldn't do.
Well, you can when
several
you're a
things.
single-brained amoeba.
Will you stop? Obama's a good guy. I really do believe that. I think he tried to do something.
He tried.
It just his education
But
didn't
he was
allow.
also given a different issues too.
I can get
Bush.
contention with you there.
Bush gave him a bunch of stuff that was left over.
What I'm saying is, Obama wasn't educated enough to do the healthcare thing he did. That's how we're screwed now in healthcare, and it is ultimately Obama's fault. But I don't think he knew what was going to happen. He wasn't intelligent
I think
enough.
he did. I think he was.
He's not intelligent enough for that. I'm serious.
Well, I think he's a tool. Absolutely a tool.
He was a politician.
He wasn't president.
And that's
he was
why
a tool.
Oprah got behind him. She knew he was a little. But that, Michelle is the strength, right?
Oh well,
and that's the
Michael?
type of man he was.
Mean Michael?
Yeah.
Can you answer me why the cabinet is always ever changing? Why his cabinet? Why his people are keep moving?
Here's how I'll answer that. Yesterday, Trump sent out a tweet everybody's got a problem with, saying California better get their shit together and stop the wildfires because we're not going to keep paying the billions of dollars to fight those wildfires. And everybody thinks how rude and how cruel when people are losing their homes. The truth is, his country wouldn't let this happen. His country knows how to prevent things like hurricane damage that we rebuild just to have another hurricane come and do it again. Trump has got somebody from his country talking to Congress saying, let's put a fix to this. And that's what he's telling California to do with the wildfires, because our country's so big.
You know why that happened?
California deals with wildfires.
Let's prevent
the mismanagement
Let's solve
of the
the
Bureau of
problem.
Land
But
Management.
he can't say that nicely like Obama.
What we have in we're from Holland. With water management, we have a separate, non-political
I don't love that
group.
Trump.
You pay taxes. They're the only outside
Nobody does,
company.
but his actions speak louder than words. And if you turn the volume down from his Trump of 70 years old, I think he's had strokes, to be honest. The tweet that jumbles and doesn't make sense a couple times. I think he's had a couple strokes, and he doesn't even, if they know it, they're hiding it like Reagan with his Alzheimer's at the last few years in office. Because once you get your programs going, you just have to maintain, and that's what Obama wanted Hillary in office to do. We'd be bankrupt by then.
I agree with
We
you.
went from $9 trillion to $17 trillion when Obama left office. My culture, I'm debt free, and I live in the same house we got married in, so I can afford a lot more. But it's more important to me to be debt free. So you can imagine what I think about Obama writing checks we couldn't cash, and especially my biggest problem.
Everybody in Holland pays the same, but there are parts of Holland who don't.
My biggest problem with Obama is the night before he left office, he wrote a $225 billion check to Pakistan.
Right before
The night, his last night in office. And I get we need Pakistan strategically, right? Like, I understand that. I just take real issues with we're so in debt, we can't pay it off, and we're giving all these other countries. And that's when Trump came in, told Angela Merkel from Germany, no, we're not paying your bullshit greenhouse agreement that we're paying for. No, we're not stepping foot. I don't love his demeanor, but I love what he's doing.
Because it's enforced.
That's what I wanted to know.
And
that's
the point,
exactly what I wanted to know because every time that I discuss with a Trump guy, they're always saying they're giving me the same round and rounds, but with no solution.
But see, I feel that with Democrats. I feel that with, I don't think you're really a Democrat. Yeah.
I'm very conservative.
Yeah.
Amen.
I knew something was up.
Politics has
Either or you were independent. Because my point is, Democrats have a specific rhetoric and they never say anything. And there's definitely idiots in the Republican Party who do not get it wrong. But it's comical to me how the older Republicans are all retiring.
You're going to get out of jail.
They don't want to do it anymore because it's not going to be the same Republican Party.
From Hillary
Just like
Clinton.
history, the Republican Democratic
Good for
Party
any
has
crime.
evolved. And Hispanics are as welcome here as anybody because you have Hispanics have a good work ethic.
He said
They
it.
don't mind.
Trump said it.
He
Call her
knows. He's
herpes
honest.
Hillary.
Yeah, he said it.
That's a great
And my point is, and there are a lot of Hispanics that are Republicans. You know what I'm saying? Like
that
people
keeps on giving.
want to categorize
No, I don't-
everybody in a box. I don't care.
I can't
I don't
see
care
it.
if you're
Well,
poor.
let's just hope
I don't
when
care
Trump
if you're
gets
man
back
or
from
woman.
Europe,
It's a
that him and the
mindset
winner take
of,
guys start
and to be
handing out
honest,
some
I didn't
indictments
vote
because
for
we
Trump.
ain't got much
And
more
you know
money.
why? Because I'm Christian. I was afraid he was Antichrist.
Because when those guys, those
Howard
idiots
and
take over
Gore,
Congress,
money. I'll vote for him for re-election though. But I voted for Gary Johnson.
every day.
I sure would
I hope that Trump stays in power
long enough to get stuff done.
and,
Oh, no,
and not
they're gonna-
his vice president takes the
the
presidency.
deep, the
brother,
deep state is in
Omarosa
both
said
parties.
that. You
So
know
the
what I'm
deep
talking
state
about?
will throw somebody out.
She
on all
goes,
sides.
yeah. She goes, you might.
I mean,
think
it's us
Trump's
against the globalists.
crazy, yeah,
The
but you better be
globalists are
afraid of
in control.
Pence. And I saw a picture of
Now
Pence
we've got a wedge in the door.
before we were talking
you know,
about
we've
North
got
Korea.
a foot in the door.
And I
now
saw a
we're
picture
kicking the
of
door
Pence
open.
looking over the
So
border
they're going to
from South
fight
Korea.
tooth and nail because when we get
That guy
truly,
looks in the bomb.
if we can,
I agree with you.
the right judges.
Hey, nice talking.
No, it's a pleasure talking to you. Thank you. Hey, and we get the right, you know, because that's what the, you know, the.
You know he's Republican, right? He was just messing with us. And I knew, yeah, I could tell because he didn't answer the question. That's how I knew he was either independent or Republican. He said, but he doesn't, in talking to other Republicans, they don't say the smart thing. And that's what he was, that's what I was telling us that. A joke is a joke. It was in private, was supposed to be recorded, and he wasn't present then. It's just stupid.
Yeah. So what answer did you? I mean, I usually give him the answer you gave him. That was 13
He
years
was looking
ago.
for shut the fuck up and get to work is what Trump's point is. I'm right there with it. I'm sick of dealing with the same problems over and over again.
Amen to that.
I mean, really. And you know, hopefully he'll get reelected to finish the job.
Yeah, come on. Listen, if we can get the election process system fixed.
I mean, they gave Obama the Nobel Peace Prize before he ever did anything. Trump got North Korea to shut up and stand down after they're threatening to bomb us, and he'll never get anything.
Look, Trump could pave these streets with diamonds, and they'd say, "Oh, it's too bright."
You're exactly right. So.
How you doing?
Good. How you
doing? Where are you guys from?
St. Louis.
Great.
Yeah.
What do you do there?
Retired.
From?
Hairdressing. Home hair salons.
Oh, wonderful.
Listen to One Too Many Women.
It looks you good. You look rather stylish. I was figured you had to be something into that.
I'm still working. I work in the railroad industry.
Oh, yeah. It's doing pretty good, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Except our railroad's kind of dilapidated. Shouldn't they be brought up to date? I mean, what's that?
No, there's, I don't know about the rails. But company I work for, we build tank cars and hopper cars.
Well, the tankers are booming because, I mean, the oil,
Yeah.
I mean, that's
And
what's been sustaining.
Even the hopper cars with the frac sand. So, yeah. And they have to be tested every 10 years.
Yeah.
So.
And now the oil industry is booming, of course.
Yeah.
So you guys got to be busy.
And for us, Canada didn't put in their pipeline.
Yeah,
so,
that's another
good
thing.
for
Yeah.
us.
Well, if you like to support me, here's a get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton, and on the back is I got a site. There's several ways you can get my artwork. It comes with a trigger back guarantee. If you wear it and you don't trigger liberal, you will get your money back. I got a GoFundMe or Patreon site.
Yeah. That sounds good.
All right. Happy Veterans.